Hey, what's up everyone? So this is going to be another garden update and a kind of like a follow-up on that super soil that I started a while ago. I finally got something that I can see some tangible results, I guess you can say, with. But anyways, first thing you might notice is the fact that my weed cloth is up. This is all weeds. It was great for a while, and then it just got like here. You can see where these things like that is all like. Let me step down onto it. Just covered in weeds underneath them. So I decided to pull them out, and I'm gonna weed everything and probably keep them off for the remainder of the summer, and then figure out how better to use them next year. Maybe just like as an in-between row. I don't like to, I mean, it would work much easier if you mulched it. The problem with that is I don't like to crawl around on mulch. So I don't know. I'll decide how I'm going to use it again next year. But this over here was just like a forest. It was impossible to get around. So these are all my late starts, by the way, and some of these bad boys are taller than some of the other plants out here. So pretty excited about that. I'm definitely got a few pods popping, so I may get one or two little harvests off of those things before the end of the season for me. But let me quickly jump into the beginning. I'll show you what's doing well, what's doing not so well, and wrap up on the potted plants in the back corner. So this is these are the Trinidad Scorpions. This plant is a great producer. Beautiful looking pods too. Hopefully I can get in all this before it rains. There's a ton of pods hanging under this thing. Let me just, you can see they're really beautiful. I mean, great shape to them. Let me see if I can zoom in real quick. Really nice scorpion tails. Some of them are really got a really gnarly look to them, but they're all really beautiful looking pods on this plant. So really happy with that plant. These two aren't really that heavy producers, and my Morugas aren't very heavy producers. So I've got one or two pods off of them, but they're really just not spitting out anywhere near like something like that over there in the corner. They got a couple pods hanging on here, and they got the right pod shape, so I can't like knock it that bad. These Moruga Yellows, out of the 3 plants, this middle one's the largest, and I've already got like 4 pods off of it. But these other 2 have a couple pods hanging off of it, so I should get. Assams, oh God, they're just, you can't beat them. I mean, it's got like 3 foot across by like 3 feet tall, and this, you know, these were late start type plants. Loaded down. I can't stop getting pods off these things. I mean, look at them. They're just like, it's just hanging. Every single few days I'm pulling a ton more pods, and they're all huge. Like, look how big that thing is. And these over here are putting off some gnarly pods. Let me get in there. Like, nice. Really like curled up look to them. Gorgeous looking pods. So yeah, definitely really cool. I ripped up all the boots. They were all diseased and they weren't producing anything, so I decided just to rip them all up. These yellow boots, really good. I have a feeling that I'm going to get a ton that just turn. Oh, that one's looking like it's starting to turn on the bottom there. You can see some yellow on the bottom of that thing. Tons of pods on these things. It's just I'm kind of just waiting for, you know, them to go ahead and ripen. Like, look at this thing. It's just like loaded down with pods. There's a few, I pulled a few off of them. And this is the smooth, not bumpy phenotype on the boots, on all these boots. So yeah, some yellow boots are very bumpy, some are smooth. This is definitely the smooth one, but they're nice and long. I mean, some of them are like, you know, 4 or 3 inches, 2.5 inches, so pretty good. The 7s, pretty decent. It's crazy, these things kind of like split up into like 1, 2, 3, 4 offshoots, and they just like line with pods. So I've got a few off of them. They're really thin skinned, but really firm, decent pods. So good stuff. Nagamorich is starting to another round of ripening. I pulled about 30 off of this plant and 20 off of that plant, and so now there's another 50 or so in between these two right now. That, you know, kind of just waiting to ripen. My Bondas are hit or miss. This one right here is decent, or is good. This actually should start ripening a lot of these pods. These two are just not happy, so it's okay. 1 out of 3 is pretty decent on this one. And oh, got another one. Man, like, I haven't even had to worry about hornworms. These freaking wasps have totally taken care of them. So instead of me throwing this thing out, I'm gonna let it just sit, and those wasps will hatch from that egg and destroy everything inside of that damn hornworm. These yellow 7-pots are, they're like the most beautiful 7-pots ever. Perfect shape to them. Let me see if I can't get in here. Nice size, really, really pretty. This one, I'm not crazy. They're putting off orange pods, like super orange. May not get the best picture in with the camera. Oh, even that one, I mean, that's definitely not yellow. And I know, like, once they go so ripe, they'll turn, you know, orange, because they just keep on going yellow, 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 orange. But these things, before the whole pod's even ripe, it's orange. It's pretty badass. So I'm gonna save seeds because they're just really, really awesome looking. Douglas are always putting out some really nice pods. Huge, brown, gnarly looking things. Fatalis are kind of getting overrun by the weeds, and the pods are really short and small, so it's hit or miss on those. And the Jamaican hot chocolate, I really have only got like 1 pod off of these. And I got 3 plants planted, and they're really not, you know, producing. See, look, another hornworm getting eaten alive by those wasps. Ugh, beautiful. I love how nature takes care of the pests. Let's see what else we got. I'll go down this row real quick, but like the cobras are like a cayenne, not very hot, but you know, they put out really long, skinny cayenne, and I'm just gonna use them for like crushed red pepper. These are the Congo Trinidad yellows. I've got 1 or 2 pods. This is really not a heavy producer. I mean, huge pod. I mean, it's like a, come on, this is like a, I mean, it's huge, ginormous, but not really too many. What is an awesome producer is this one, this West Indian red. I think I got 1 or 2 that are ripe now. Oh, look at this thing. Yeah, hornworm really got the inside of that one, but these are like non-stop. But they haven't ripened yet, but there's so many hanging under there that just need to, once they start turning, they'll probably all turn pretty well for me. So, okay, real quickly, let me jump into these. These are my late starts. This one's a Reaper, and I got a Reaper pod, so now I get to join the debate on whether or not it's going to grow true or not. It has a decent gnarly looking look to it already, but whatever. Reaper, this is my brain tail. From last season, I grabbed a few brains that had some tails on it. I grabbed seeds from it. That one, oh, Savannah. Really, really happy about this one. I got a pod on the Savannah. So, as far as ridiculously hot pods go, I got one right there. See if it'll focus. It won't, of course, because it's a camera, not a video camera. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, Savannah pod. This one's a 7-pot Chickawangus. Not budding yet, but really, really nice growth. The Butch T. Mississippi spit off flowers, and there's 1 or 2 pods that are starting to set on that one. This is a Billy Boy Douglas red. My Infinity is pretty tall. The Billy Boy Jonah is not doing good. Disease, I'll probably pull it out. And these Douglas Trinidad Scorpions aren't doing the best, so I may keep them or pull them. I'm not really sure yet. But over here, 1 or 2 of them, I just got a ton of rain, and this one just needs a little bit more rain. It's got really good drainage, but these leaves are gorgeous. And these are intermixed between just Myco and Sunshine, and I think I really got the Sunshine thing dialed in. You need to make sure you mix it with dolomitic lime and some earthworm castings, and whatever I use, some of them, like for example, this one right here, Savannah, is just with earthworm castings, dolomitic lime, and perlite, and it just needs to be a little bit more water, and we're about to get rain, so I'm gonna let the rain do it for me. Looks amazing, and you really can't tell much of a difference as far as color and everything else to this one, which is the Butch T. Mississippi, and it's got the super soil mix in the bottom. This one right here is a Billy Boy Douglas, and that's just got Myco. So I mean, it's got a little bit smaller leaves, but that's just the variety differences. This is a Myco and super soil for Billy Boy Douglas red. Really, really beautiful green that's just as dark green as the Billy Boy Jonah, which is in, I don't know what that's in. Oh god, I gotta go all the way around it. Myco and super soil, but that's just as green as the Savannah over here. So I mean, in all reality, you could probably just go with. They need to be hit with compost tea, but I just don't have any compost tea. I can't find molasses anywhere. It's ridiculous. I went to every grocery store, nobody's got it. But anyways, I'm gonna order some and I'll get some. And once they feed them, everything will probably be on the same level. But if you just look at it compared to the these other 2 or 3 that aren't doing the best, and these are just like, it doesn't really matter. Like that one's got super soil, that one's just Myco. This one's I lost a tag, so I can't remember what it is. So in all reality, if they're doing good, they're doing just as good as if it's in the super soil or in the Myco. So like I said, they just need to be watered a little bit more, and I'm gonna let the rain take care of that. And like I came out this morning, and they were just standing up beautifully. I mean, this Savannah's got tons of buds coming off the top of it. I think there's even a pod set somewhere in it. This Bullet Boy Jonah's got tons of pods, the noting, or flowers. Oh, stink bug, stupid bug. So, I mean, in all reality, I say my initial assessment right now is just properly amended sunshine will work wonders for me. And it's amazing because I'll show you, this is not properly amended sunshine, and these things were planted at the same exact time. They're all yellow. They need to be fed. They're just not putting out the growth, and I've been too busy to be able to really mess with them all. And in all reality, I really don't care much because these it was just a test kind of. So properly amended sunshine, improperly amended sunshine. Yeah, sure, the pot's a little bit bigger, so you can say, oh, well, that's, you know, pot's a little bit bigger. No, not really. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter much. These guys still don't have a root ball that's going to fill out the pot. Neither do these. So I would say my verdict on the Super Soul, at least initially right now. Oh, look, got a Billy Boy Douglas. Right there. Nice. My verdict on the Super Soil is that you save your money, feed with compost tea, and just make sure you amend your soil properly before you do it, and you probably have the same results. So overall, I'm very happy with the way this season's turning out. It's the beginning of September, and I'm hoping I can get going through the beginning of November or so. So another couple months will probably give me a ton of more pods, and especially on those plants like the yellow boots and some of like the sevens and the second set pod set on those Morugas, and then definitely my Trinidad Scorpions. There's going to be a ton of pods that are just going to all start ripening mid-September, late September, October, and then that extra little bit will probably give my late starts a chance to set a few pods and push it right up until that that mark to get me a decent little harvest. So I know I neglected a little bit of the grow updates lately. I've been just doing a lot of pod reviews, but I wanted to show you that everything is going healthy, everything is going great. Really, really excited about all this crazy growth, and it just looks much more beautiful now when there's there's no weeds everywhere, and I don't have to walk on squishy weed cloth. But right now I'm kind of doing my planning for next season. Just to start, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take all that's all going to get put into turned into rows, and I'm also going to extend where my fence is right there. I'm going to like go right here at like an angle to the corner here, and then pretty much this whole area should get dug out and allow me to space these much better, because this is ridiculous. Like, yes, they grow, but at the end of the day, I would much prefer if I did like 3-foot spacing all around the plant. Just give me much more room, and they probably would be a little bit happier in their spots, and none of them would be overcrowded out. And it will give me a chance to split the plant way more plants, which is exactly what I want to do. So, all right, appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch. I know this is a bit long-winded today, but some of you guys have been asking about how the garden's looking, so this should wrap it up. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them. Thanks.